Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Just playing around. Normally I do a live one, but we're not doing a live one, so I'm just came up with a little bit of a process for a client. I just want to go over it because I think it's kind of interesting. We're going to try it out and see what actually happens here, and see how it works. So one of the things that I do is I try and build out mind maps or flow charts, basically. And there's two tools that I use. This one is called Wondershare. eDryMind it is, but I'll put the links in below so that you can see it. So this one's Wondershare, and then the other one that I use, let me just pull it up here. There's Wondershare in the bottom, and then the other one that I use from time to time is, where'd it go? xmind. So that's the other one that I use. So this one is going to be with Wondershare. I'll show you how it works. And this whole thing was put together just because normally there's a tool that can be used called Dripify. And again, I'll put the link behind that one. And that is basically a prospecting tool, or a CRM almost, for prospecting on LinkedIn. And one of the things that often happens is when people are upgrading their LinkedIn account, they end up getting either blocked, or they have to be careful about getting blocked from LinkedIn because they try and do too much at one time. And I think currently when I'm doing this, there's only 100 connection requests that are allowed each week. So basically like 20 a day is kind of the limit. And you either use a tool to do that automates it, or you have to kind of build your own system if you're not going to use Dripify or a tool like that to do it. And the thing that you have to be careful of is if you're using Dripify and you don't use it properly, what happens is LinkedIn knows that it's a tool that you're using, and they kind of put you in a blacklist. And you don't want to ruin your account because it might be the account that you use on a regular basis for other than doing contact requests and reach outs and prospecting. So I just got to be careful. And what I did is I put together a little bit of a LinkedIn prospecting map so that you can get contact requests, pardon me, and use it there. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about the audience that you're doing the connection request to, or the messaging. We can talk about the messaging, and then how we integrate it with email prospecting tool, or a CRM, customer relationship management software, and then the tour, demo, or pitch, which is basically the sales part of it when you're actually doing the sales. So this is for reaching out and actually talking and doing one-on-one with people, whether that be a tour or a demo or a pitch, or at least an opportunity to connect and actually talk to someone, whether that be on the phone or emails, or right within LinkedIn. So here's the first thing you have to kind of decide. And that first kind of piece is the audience. And the thing is, you have to recognize the two kinds of prospects that you might be reaching out to. And on LinkedIn, there actually is two types of prospects for us to look at. One is someone who makes their email or their contact details public. The other one is someone who basically hides or does not publish their contact details and email address, and they keep it only available to people who they've connected with. So you got to understand which prospect type that you're doing, because that changes dramatically the way that you do the reach out to them. So here's the first one. If someone has, or you have, an existing email address that you've gathered from somewhere else, that's kind of the first one. The second one is if it's a cold contact, someone who you do not have any contact details for, you don't have any information on, other than the fact that you've done that audience work and gone and done all of the searches for the people that you are trying to target, which is, that audience piece. I didn't mention it here at the start, but you have to really remember that I'm assuming that you've done the work, Boolean searches, all of the searches for the people you want to connect with. But you're going to have some that are connected. some that you have details on. Those are the existing ones, and then the cold contacts are the ones you don't have any details on. So if you do have an existing email, or if one of the people that you're looking to connect with has an existing email, what you need to do is you need to find, add, and update the contact record. Now, I recommend using ActiveCampaign if you're going to be doing it outside of your website. If you are doing it inside your website, you want to use Fluent CRM, which is the other tool that we recommend and use and actually have training on. So you want to find, add, or upgrade your contact for any existing people that you have targeted that are the ones that you want to reach out to and connect with. So because they're outside of LinkedIn and you already have the contact details, you can certainly reach out to them in LinkedIn manually, but you should have an automation already set up with those 6 emails that we talk about. And those ones should be set up in an automation. So all you're doing is you're setting a tag with the contact record, and the automation gets sent. Okay, so there's 6 emails I sent in the Google. I have a Google Doc attached here that just shows you 6 emails that can be sending out. So that's kind of the first prospect type for the audience that you almost have some, or that not almost, but you actually have some details for. So that's the first one. The second one that you want to do is if you have a cold contact. And this is someone that you have built your list for, your searches for in LinkedIn, and it's someone who you do not have the contact details for. And this is the process that you need to go through to make sure you don't get blacklisted by LinkedIn. So I'm assuming it's a cold contact. What you need to do is, if you're logged into LinkedIn, you've upgraded your account, you want to view the profile of the cold contact. A good idea here is to maybe, if you look at 20 a day, or you start with 15 a day out of the 20, that I recommend you do a day, 100 a week, but you open 20 tabs and you basically view the profile for each of these individual people. And what you want to do is the first time you visit, you want to like and leave a comment. Now, I'm assuming that they do have some comments and they publish some information, articles, or any kind of links directly within their LinkedIn profile. But in this case, you're going to view it and you're going to like it and you're going to leave a comment. And the thing is, you want to leave a comment that's a real comment. So you've got to actually read it. You've got to put some feedback into it that's not as just some generic thing that you're throwing up there, copy and pasting. Take a couple minutes and actually read the article and talk about it. And the other thing you'll see is if the articles that you read or look at are crappy articles, they're not a good contact. So do that. Take a look at their view profile, leave like and leave a comment, number 1. Now the thing to do is you can kind of, if you're in a hurry, you can skip this next step. But I recommend that you wait another day and then leave another comment. So pick another one the next day, like it, and leave it. And then what you want to do after that is you're going to wait a day or wait a couple hours, and you're going to go back and view that profile again. And this is when you start to message them. And there's 2 basic message programs that you're putting into place. The first one is you're going to send a request, connection request or connect request. So this means you've looked at the profile, you've liked and commented, and then when you go back to it, you're going to look at it and you're going to send a connection request and say, 10 variations I put together here. Actually, I have 15 different variations, and I can show you those examples or attach them just so that you have some idea of how they work. But basically, this is really, really, really simple. You're going to send the connect request, and what this is it's a simple 2 sentences, something along the lines of, and I'll actually open that one up. We'll do that one. I'll do that one right after, but it's a 2-sentence connection request. You don't have to explain everything here. You just want to ask for the connect. You're going to wait 1 day, and then you have 2 choices here, or not 2 choices, 2 results. One is the person ignores it. So you wait 1 day and then remove the connect request. And it's important that you remove it. And then if they accept, you're going to wait a day, and then you're going to send an intro message. And the intro message is, Your job is to put together a message that includes the following structure using the chunks, and I have it in the Google Doc. The message you create will be sent to the prospect directly in LinkedIn. So remember the first one over here, this is sent in ActiveCampaign or Fluent CRM. This one is actually written directly in LinkedIn. So you want to do a welcome, 2 sentences. You want to show the transformation or what you're promising that you can do with your business for the person. So this is a personal benefit to them. Not features, not talking about your program and who you are, what you're telling them what you can do for them. You can give a risk reversal if you want there, and then some social proof, and then a call to action. And the call to action is one of 2 things. You want to either ask them, this is probably the most important one, you can ask them for a phone number so that you can call them. The second one, and this is the one that you might want to focus on, is you want to send them a link to a place where they can book a time with you. So this is one where you're not saying, hey, when do you want to get together? Are you available on Tuesday or Thursday? You just want to say, here's the link to my booking system. So if you've got Calendly, or in this case, one of the things you can use is a new Fluent CRM booking tool. But this is a page that basically gets them into your program where you now have their email address or their phone number. And then after that, they're either going to respond or not respond. What happens there is we're going to put them, edit and update the contact. And then we've got the phone booking. Sorry, we're bouncing around a little bit here. We've got the phone booking, phone number, add follow-up call task, and then appointment booking, add appointment automation tag. And then as soon as you do that, they're now into your system. And the next step is the tour, demo, and pitch. So this is a little bit of a LinkedIn program. Take a look at it, consider it. I'll try and put the links to the other pieces there so that you can see it. And something you should definitely consider if you are looking for prospects or connections for your training site or your courses where it's not a $12 course. You want to make sure that you reach out to people in this process when the course or the program or the membership site or the offer that you're making or the products that you have and services that you have actually require that you actually connect with people and actually do some selling. So hope you like this. We'll pack it in, and I'll clean this one up, and we'll put the other documents in so that you can have a look and see it. So there we go. What's happening next? Let's see if I can close this. Let's close it. Where are we? Let's show all the windows. There we go.